YouTube is changing very drastically. To the point where if somebody were to ask me, is being a YouTuber worth it in 2026? The best way I can answer that person is no. Quitting your job, starting a YouTube channel, making this into a profit, it isn't worth it. This isn't 2012 or 2014. Those days are done. Okay? There is a clip from a certain video that I'm going to show you to elaborate what I mean.
YouTube's going to demonetize creators. Yeah, the YouTube Partner Program is being wound down. We've seen the first signs of it just this week when they've changed the thresholds for monetization. So if you're a creator, if you like to get paid for the videos you put on YouTube, you're going to find it a damn sight harder. And according to Google's own Gemini AI, people who have less than 1 million subscribers, maybe less than 2 million, are going to find that they are out of the partner program by early 2009. Yep, that's it. What YouTube is doing is it's trying to keep its profits high. Now, it's reaching a point where advertising is becoming saturated. YouTube owns the market. It has no real competitors in this market space. And advertising spend is leveling off. They've got all the advertising market there is. So how do you keep creating higher profits year on year if your revenues are relatively fixed? Well, it's simple. You cut your costs. And what's one of the biggest costs to YouTube? It's paying creators by sharing the ad revenue and the subscription revenue on the platform. So after consulting with AI, it's pretty clear that YouTube is now moving towards the point where creators will not be paid a share of the subscriptions to YouTube Premium or a share of the advertising revenues from advertisers.
You get a chance to hear from that older gentleman yourself. He's been on the platform since 2009. That was years ago. That's when the monetization program first came into place. And now we have reached a point where you heard him what he said in that clip. They're taking away the ability to monetize your videos. That's why when you go on this platform, if you were to type in right now YouTube and demonetize, you'll see a list of channels crying that they've been demonetized. Because in all honesty, YouTube doesn't want to pay for slop content anymore. They don't want to do that no more. So I predicted that this was going to happen like a couple of years back. I honestly did. Because there is no true competition when it comes to YouTube in all honesty. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go as a content creator? You're going to go to Daily Motion? You're going to go to BitChute, and you're going to go to Rumble or Twitch? There is no true competitor when it comes to YouTube. You know, they actually have this market all to themselves. You know, they have it. So now we reached a point where YouTube themselves realize it's actually in the terms of service. If you were to read it, they said, and I quote, they can literally get rid of the monetization program at any time, terminate it at any time. So for those who think that they can become YouTube famous, they should have done that shit 10 years ago or 5 years ago actually, because there are more changes coming to this platform. Now, one of the changes is that from the moment you click on a video and watch the first frame, that counts as a view. It wasn't like that originally. Back in the day, a view was basically 30 seconds into the video. They got rid of that all entirely. So that's going to mess up a lot of people's watch hours, you know? A lot of people are going to get screwed over because of that decision. And a bunch of other things have been going on YouTube on the back end. So this does not look good. This isn't good. Okay? This is bad, actually. Bad for a lot of people, because some people use this as their livelihood. Now, I want to say something. Is it possible to turn this into a profit? Yes, of course. But to turn it into a job? No. Keep your regular job, even if it's part-time. Because I'm just doing this, you know, because it's fun. You know, I like doing this. I got my own stuff to deal with, you know, in the real world. But I never once saw this as something I will be able to turn into money, you know, into a profit or anything like that. That's very dumb. That's very that's dangerous, actually. Try to turn this into something that you can use for your livelihood. That isn't smart, you know. Not a lot of creators can be like PewDiePie or Sniper Wolf or hell, Mr. Beast, Jacksepticeye or Markiplier. You know, those are the top 5 channels that I know of. Not a lot of people can actually be like those channels, you know. So the best thing I can say to whoever that's out there watching this, hey man, go to school, get a skill, and try your best to get a job and do something else on the side. YouTube is going down in flames. It honestly is. And who knows what they're gonna do next when it comes to this platform. So don't put your eggs into the YouTube basket. Those days are done, okay? Be smart.